at this car, buddy. Birdsville, hey, huh? What do you reckon, morale, man?
I mean,
say that again, Seb. We're leaving, man. We're doing a 36-hour day today to Cairns.
The track's open. Yay. So that was a pretty quick turnaround of being in bed shivering to on the road within 5 minutes or so, give or take. They were expecting tracks to open up tomorrow. Basically they opened up this morning instead. So time to rip through these puddles and get to Birdsville and then hopefully eventually end up in North Queensland. So we've pulled up while Sebastian fixes in windscreen wipers, and while he's doing that we're putting a few jerry cans in. I'm in a perpetual state of disappointment at the fuel economy of this car. The tank in. Whenever I go on these trips I bring like way more fuel than I could possibly need, because again I'm always surprised, although I shouldn't be surprised because it's so common, that my fuel usage is ridiculous. Because using as much as a V6 would, it's pretty nuts. And I get that certain conditions make you use more fuel, you know, like driving through sand, high revs, low range, that. I mean, full high, driving on this gravel road. It's very odd. What do you reckon, morale, man?
I mean,
so we're filled up. The issue with the Patrol is that some kind of wiring has got power to it, and it's the same wiring that allows the wipers to wipe, the jets to squirt. Because of that, it's fine, he can use the wipers, but if he uses the squirt at all, the squirt stays on. The most annoying part about that is I just had a auto electrician actually look at that and claim to have fixed it. For now, we're currently commuting from Mungarani up to Birdsville. Not that that would matter because we could pull over and utilise Starlink, mate. Second jerry can in just to top up. And how many K's till Birdsville, mate?
I don't know, but you spilled
But I poured water on it, and dilution is the solution to pollution. Yeah, it's just a bit dirty. We're leaving this joint, and we're not too far from Birdsville actually, so I think about 50 K's or something to that effect. I just saw you spinning, doing a 180 on the road.
Oh, it's lightweight.
And you had some sensory deprivation going with the lack of seeing.
I just blacked out.
It just felt rolling.
My tent went 200% for a minute.
Oh, that section wasn't open. Oh, the towing. I didn't think so.
All drives only, under 3 tonne as well.
Beautiful.
Nah, I think you're a couple hungies over there, mate.
No, my fuel tank's empty.
So, obligatory Birdsville picture. Watch it.
Those vans.
Look at this car, buddy. Look at the Triton. And then on the count of 3, jump in the air and do like a trigger. No, it says.
Oh, is it? What's that?
Alright, ready, get set. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my shoulder popped.
Yeah, welcome to Birdsville. Well, all the
Birdsville Roadhouse, filled up about $230 worth of fuel or something like that. And then we're gonna have a suss of the Big Red Bash grounds and put in some Ks tonight, aren't we, Sebi? 28-hour day.
Yep.
28-hour day. It's a nice day out here though, not raining anymore.
Yeah, and it's going to keep getting warmer.
Where are we, Chris? Badawi? Balawi.
Where are we?
Boolia.
Well,
Bully pub.
You better behave, otherwise I'm going to bully you.
That's a great one. Late night palmy, fuel stop, as we've just seen. And yeah, apparently raspberry cruises for the 4-hour nighttime drive we've got until midnight at camp.
My mum's going to see this.
Currently 12:30 in the morning, battery on the GoPro is running low, can't even see me anyway, so there's no point talking into it. We're nearly at Winton, 30 minutes away. Chris hit a big ball, Steph clipped a kangaroo, bugs and animals everywhere. So 3-hour power nap at Winton, and then back on the road for 9.5 hours to Cairns. I slept in the back seat. My review is that it was very uncomfortable, but easier than setting up the swag. How was your power nap?
Yeah, I only got about 2 hours. Yeah, I had a rough time getting to sleep. It wasn't cold, but I just feel like I had a nap, got a headache.
You just
Don't feel
anticipating.
any more rested. Yep.
Yes, I feel good.
Yeah, yeah, I can't nap though, so it was always going to be a roughie for me, but ready to hit the road.
Bugger it! That's a big red roo. We've been dodging kangaroos for, well, the last 15 hours, and Chris nailed a boar last night. I nailed this big roo, poor fella.
The damage? What damage?
I think a couple of days worth of steaks hangers has just caught up to me.
On board.
We're going to Cairns!
Yeah, we're going to Cairns.
What happened to your car here, mate? What happened?
Oh, bloody bush pigs, you know it is. You piss one off and they'll come for you.
Look at that. Oh, look at that strike mark. That's from the boar that Chris hit last night. We didn't think it did any damage, but then he's pulled up in this town this morning in the light, and this boar just charged straight to the side of his car and just writ itself off. It wasn't in any good shape, but left in some mud on the car too. It's stinky mud. So what's here? Bit of bakery food, and then off to the next town. What is this town called?
Town's called H-O-U-G-H.
Oh,
Something right. Yeah.
and what do you give it out of 10, mate?
Yeah, like not good.
Not good out of 10.
Nah, it's just like a bit of a nothing burger.
Yeah, you got some bad memories about this town.
Yeah, well, what's life if not a rocky road that tries to trip you up at every step?
So, far north Queensland. We've been driving for a very long time, but we're finally here. About 300 and something k's from Cairns. So it's time for a diesel jerry can refill break. Soaking up some of that Queensland heat, mate.
Yeah, buddy. Ready to pop balls, start sweating, mate.
All filled up?
Yeah, also fun fact, I do actually have more than one shirt for this trip. I'm not just wearing a yellow and blue flannel.
But both of us only brought one pair of pants, and we're gonna swap them between us.
Inside, outside, back to front, we'll make it work.
Yeah, get our money's worth. All right, let's get on to Porcupine. What's it called? Poltergeist?
Yeah,
Prickly
bit
pear.
of Amarillo, mate.
Oh, we're going down Armadillo.
Smells like burnt oil.
What's this place called, Seb?
Oasis something or other.
Dude, it's so steep. Once you get to that ray white sign, stop and unlock your hubs.
I'm near from here, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even I was too heavy. Good luck, my friend. Just follow it all the way up to the top, and then there'll be a hard to the right. We made it to Cairns, to our spectacular Airbnb. It's insane here. After 5 days on the road, I think we've earned a little bit of luxury. Red Lynch car wash, thank you. Dumping mud absolutely everywhere.
Losing paint.
Yeah, it's a bummer. A little bit of tusk in there, mate. He really got up in here too, hey? Far out.
A few days later.
How did that not just collapse on me? In my swag, far out. Now I gotta move my swag. That's a joke, mate. What fucking water's in there?
I'm aware.
First cup of tea out of my Oz Armour teacup. Taste tanky. Just pulled up at the infamous Lion's Den Hotel, not too far from Cooktown.
Oh yeah, mate. You look like you're of questionable integrity.
As do you, my friend. You got this 17 cheese pizza, mate, did you?
Mate, you could drown a small child in all this grease.
You take cheese worst out of all of us.
I'm here for a good time, mate.
So we've stopped here at the mighty Pasco, waiting for the rest of the gang to catch up. They got stuck behind a very arrogant truck driver. Yeah, it's only hub height really, so it's not very deep, but it is flowing pretty heavy. So there's been a lot of rain around this time of year for some reason. Not usually meant to be.
Just disposing of the valuables.
Disposing of them? Yeah, we've got to get rid of them. Limited quantities are allowed.
Oh, you're gonna need to wash that one out.
I don't know like how my it's holding together, but somehow it is. I'm not even game enough to touch my shock absorbers. Aha! There's no dust in that canopy. I'm so happy with that. Glad I didn't follow the instructions. So I'm in something of a predicament. Got a bit of that going on. Another little doozy. My ARB compressor, the bracket I welded together a couple of years back, has stress fatigued and busted off. So I'm gonna have to weld that back on, but I can't do that here. This is going back in the back of the car. If I need a compressor, it's just gonna have to get plugged in and sit somewhere. Not convenient. I'll work out where to put that somewhere else. But these trips, man, these trips really highlight why you need a reliable vehicle. Been hunting coconuts.
Need a straw.
Oh, how refreshing is that? It's not even like too coconutty. So we're back through the Pasco, but not the Pasco crossing at Frenchman's because that's ridiculously deep. Leaving Iron Range National Park. I've got some water in through my firewall. This crossing is so nice. The road in here, Iron Range, is just brutal corrugation. It's just rattled everything apart. as you saw, the bull bar was coming off last night. But you get to these spots like Pasco River before the Frenchman's entrance, and it's just a beautiful location.
I think you still have to pay.
Yeah,
I'll probably have to pay about $2 grand. Yeah, $2 grand.
For
Oh, just fixing my car due to non-negligent things. Yeah.
we are at Bramwell Station campsite tourist park. I think it's Bramwell Station tourist park because there's a Bramwell Roadhouse too. But basically we've pulled up here, $17.50 per person for the night. Massive 2-acre unsectioned off, unpowered campsites, which is actually really good because it lets you set up and do your own thing. I've set up my swag over there and parked my car here in the sun, soaking up the last 4 amps of power into my battery. Bridge uses about 4.5 amps of power while it's running to keep itself cool, and I spent the whole day running it off the cranking battery with the vehicle running. So I've got that cable here just in case I wake up tomorrow morning and it's nearly flat. Basically the kick-ass MPPT 40 amps and whatever company they get them from and rebrand them as, they don't give you an accurate percentage reading of what your battery actually has in it. So I've been running it for about a week constant, and I think it's bit by bit, 1 step forward, 2 steps back so far in terms of what the charge the battery is receiving. So you're always using a little bit more than what you're putting back in. I've got a 350 watt solar panel, but essentially because it's using more than it's putting in, it's eventually going to run out. It can't last forever. So from here, maintenance. The bull bar is loose again, by the way. I think that kangaroo really actually did a number on it, so that's an insurance job. Maintenance, dusting out the air filter, squirting the MAF airflow sensor, getting ready for Nolan's. One of the concerns I've had about this trip has been water crossings. Like, I've done the safari snorkel installation per spec, but I did it quite a long time ago. And silicon is durable, but I'm curious as to how well it's aged with the temperature changes in the engine bay and that sort of stuff. So go back over all the hose clamps. They should be watertight from factory. And anything I've done myself, go back over again with more silicon and make sure it's sealed up properly. Little drain plug in the bottom of the factory airbox, that's something. And I've got a service before I went on the trip as well. I got a larger, like a thicker air filter put in by a full drive shop, and that adds a little more tightness to the airbox, so it should keep the water out. Old mate here got himself a
Bloody sicko
performance sealed airbox, but the corrugations made the airbox disconnect from the snorkel. How'd that happen?
It's just a small lip. You saw the lip.
It was a very small lip.
Yeah, the plastic shroud, I guess, from the inner bumper just barely sits out of the guard.
Yeah, and then from that you're not able to really clamp much. Like, you got the hose and the hose clamp, but there's not really much to clamp the hose to.
You gotta get it skin tight.
So anyway, we could double check this before we go in the water.
No, we don't.
But
we don't.
he wants the Y62. So if you're listening, Club 4x4, nothing is premeditated. Look at this. Preemptive, preventative maintenance.
She ain't going. She's better than she was.
He spent
before.
big money improving this airbox to make it seal up.
I am also not a qualified mechanic, so just kidding. Of course I am. You want my services? You can find me on
Blue Tuna at YouTube. www.youtube/Blue Tuna.
She ain't going anywhere, mate. She's locked in. The fact is, she caught air numerous times. Basically, 5 hours of the worst corrugated roads I've ever been on in effing
Queensland, indeed, mate.
Effing Queensland, mate. So it's a miracle she's sort of made it this far. Although my plexiglass is looking a little bit.
It rattled my bull bar off twice.
Have I tightened this dog up a bit too much? Have a look on the side.
Nah, look.
She can have a bit of bend to her, you reckon?
Yeah, mate.
Yep.
That's good. Bend is good.
Yeah, she's on, mate. She's tight.
Make that noise again.
If you're listening, the reason I bought these is because the car's blue. Regardless of brand, I'm a man of brand if it's at a decent price.
if the kickback's good enough. Next time on MR Triton.
Oh mate, shiver me timbers. Can we stop for Hungry Jacks? Not like that before.